You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan Rose and welcome to Masters in Trading Live at Masters in Trading Live. I get on here every day the stock market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time, share my thoughts, go over a few ideas, and once in a while we'll share our trade of the day. Tomorrow, election day, we are going to have a lot of volatility this week. I think it's a good bet that every single move that the market makes, it's kind of BS. Okay, the market's going to figure itself out. Everything's not going to be settled this week, most likely. So we are going to get lots of head fakes. Market's going to go up a bunch. It's going to go down a bunch. There's going to be a lot of volatility. It's going to be a news-based trade for the rest of the week. So expect a lot of volatility, but I wouldn't expect us to trend until things are settled after the election. So I got a slide deck prepared for you today. I want to go over the NASDAQ. I want to go over the election trade. I also want to dive a little deeper into the fast casual section because all of these companies in the fast casual, which will say Chipotle is kind of leading the race, over the last couple of years, these are all up 100% plus. So this is definitely a sector that we need to take seriously. So let's go over to the slide deck and see what we got. All right, guys, let's start right here. Actually, let's start with the NASDAQ. Let's go over the NASDAQ. And I just want to explain what I mean while things are kind of in no man's land. Last 3 days, they're kind of all the same. Gap lower a little bit. Couldn't take out these lows. The market is in wait and see. We'll be covering the market this week. And as things start moving, we'll be coming out with our line in the sand and different views of what we expect moving forward. I found this very interesting, and I wanted to share it. So let me just pull up a pen here. Okay, fast casual restaurants. How many of these have you guys eaten at? Have you guys eaten at all these? What's up, Bradley? Hey, Brian. Hey, Rick. Hey, guys. Everybody in chat. Have you guys eaten at all these? Cava. Cava had phenomenal earnings in its last earnings cycle, and this stock was up 30%. So we have Cava, Chipotle, Wingstop, Shake Shack, and Sweet Green. These are all up over 100% in the last year and a half, 2 years. But you need to look at them as a sector. Cava, $15 billion market cap. $80 billion market cap. Wingstop, $8.5 billion market cap. Shake Shack, Sweet Green. Sweet Green, $4.3 billion market cap. I actually kind of like the trade of getting long Sweet Green and getting short Shake Shack, betting on the future of healthy eating rather than the future of hamburgers and shakes. But nevertheless, when we're going to compare a sector, the lowest volatility is because it's got the largest market cap. It's going to be the least speculative of the bunch. Sweet Green's got 100% implied volatility because it's going into its earnings. Sweet Greens has earnings November 7th. Now, I would expect Sweet Green to be really volatile after earnings. So that's kind of what led me into this sector. I was looking for a trade. I noticed Sweet Green's coming out with earnings this week. So I'm like, okay, Sweet Green is volatile. It's correlated to the fast casual sector this might be an interesting earnings play. Sweetgreen versus Cava. In a year and a half, guys, 1.5 years, and this is the most data I could get because Sweetgreen, these are just young companies. Look at that. They're up 300%. What the heck? 300% between Sweetgreen and Cava. Notice how they're moving together. Brother and sister. One gets out, it comes back. Okay, these are moving together. So it's not surprising when you see Sweetgreen at 4.3. But look, $15 billion market cap. So is Sweetgreen inexpensive relative to Cava? Well, here we can look at the entire sector. And if we look at the entire sector, we're going to have CMG, we're going to have Cava, we're going to have Shack, Wing, and whatever other one that I just named. So, but now we're going back 3 years. This is Sweetgreen right here in the blue. And then the green, Cava. But this is why we look at things relative to one another. The entire sector is so strong, right? And if we look at that blob as the entire sector, great. This whole sector is going higher and higher and higher. Well, look to get long what's inexpensive. And if anything, that could protect you by selling what's expensive. It's a really cool trade and a really great way of looking at highly correlated industries. Oh, here was my cheat sheet, so I didn't have to guess what everything was. So interesting, November 7th. Now, the issue with Sweetgreen and why I'm not going to recommend a trade in our Earnings Academy, I like Sweetgreen, but the problem is the options are really, I'm going to say really a few more times. The options are really expensive. So last trade, 38.50, 11 days to go until expiration. It's November 4th. Earnings are November 7th. Right now, the market's pricing in like a 23% move in Sweetgreen. So you can look at this 8,645, divide that into the price of the stock. That'll give you the expected movement for the next 11 days. The expected movement for Sweetgreen is 23%. That's very, very expensive. So therefore, we will not buy options. I do think that SG will rally rather than break, but the options are just too expensive to make a trade. So as much as I like this, as much as it was interesting, sometimes we have to take a pass. This is one of those times. Couple of unusual options activity I just wanted to share. Unusual options activity. We are always looking for these big trades. This one is in TARS, TARS. TARS, we saw some big orders, 2,000, and that's what these Jan 50 puts are. So someone is making a very big bearish bet on TARS, symbol TARS. Found that pretty unusual. Size of the trade. TARS, bearish trade right at the outside of its expected move. Traders may want to look at TARS for a short bet. Seems like a pretty sensible play. Here's another one that we found, VIR, VIR, And these are all just coming out of our advanced notice tool. Our advanced notice tool finds unusual option activity trades. So VIR was another 5,849. Now, why is this so interesting? Stocks at 926, 10 strike. 5,849 times 100 equals 584,900. Now, these, as the stock rallies, will turn into stock, and it's going to turn into almost 600,000 shares. Now, VIR, I'm not sure how much it trades a day, but it's not the most liquid stock. So somebody is making a really big bet to get long stock in VIR. And VIR has already broken out of its expected move, so a little bit of a chase. Not my favorite trade. So again, this is an advanced notice that we're not going to recommend. I do have an unusual option activity trade that I'm going to share with everybody in our advanced notice program. Hop back on the screen. Everybody in our advanced notice, you guys hold on a little bit. Everybody else, we're going to be back tomorrow. Election day, expect lots of volatility, but I'm telling you, don't chase. The market's going to shoot up. It's going to come right back down. It's going to look offered. It's going to look weak. It's going to come right back up. Let this week work itself out. You're not going to miss anything. Patience. FOMO is not real. I promise you're not going to miss anything, but we will see you tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Okay, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope you're well. Things are moving a little bit this morning.